Coming to you from the studios at the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum on Route 66, it's the Rock and Roll Chicago podcast.
Rock and roll Chicago, rock and roll Chicago, my hometown. Well, I was born in the city, gonna rock your city, Chicago. Chicago rock and rollers are the best here around.
Hey, everybody, it's Ray the Roadie.
And this be Hollywood Mike.
This be Hollywood Mike. I say you're going ghetto on us or something?
I don't know. I'm just practicing different dialects, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like my southern accent. I can be anything I want, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
well,
no,
that sounds more Jamaican.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Southern be all. Hey, y'all.
Jamaican fun of me?
Yeah, sometimes I do. You know that.
God, I don't know.
It's my hobby.
Okay. Yeah, it is. It is kind of a hobby making fun of me. Yeah, that's everybody. That's right. So who we got in the studio tonight?
We've got the Transference.
All right.
A representation of the band.
You know what? And that's going to be the name of their next album, The Transference, a representation of the band.
Yes.
So how you guys doing?
Great. Glad to be here.
Doing real good.
Let people know who you are. Who we talking to?
Well, I'm Justin. I'm the guitar player and also a singer.
All right.
I'm Laura. I play keyboards and do a lot of writing, and I sing lead.
Most of the time?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Because we've already had this guy on the show before, and we don't need to hear more of his voice than when it's necessary.
Right.
He was here just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Yep. And if you listeners, recognize his voice, that's the reason why.
That's right.
He was here with
Modern Daybreak.
Modern Daybreak.
That's right. So he's sidestepping and stepping out on the Modern Daybreak people.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So what brought you out here today, guys?
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah. We released an LP. This is our first LP
Okay.
that we put out in July. It's called Floodlights.
And it's on vinyl. I know you guys can't see it, but they brought this vinyl album here, and it's actually really cool. Can I see that?
Yeah.
Wow, we've got it's a picture of I'm going to say like a 1950s, mid 50s dashboard of a car. Kind of, my father had a Ford Fairlane. Kind of looks like a Ford Fairlane.
Cool.
Could be.
Pretty cool.
Do we know what kind of car that is?
You'd have to ask Jason Branson, who made that. It's actually a drawing that he came up with based on what I talked to him about for my ideas for the album cover. And he was like, oh, yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to draw based on what you said. So I don't know. I really like to know. I'm going to ask him now.
All right. So I don't want to forget about this question. So I'm just going to ask you, is it kind of like a concept album in a way? Like you had an idea for the cover art was based on the type of music that's on the record? I get to say on the record. It's because it's
because it's a real record.
It's a record.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't have to say the CD or the MP3 or other bullshit. It's a record. I made a record. It's a record.
Right.
There you go.
Made a record.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of throwbacks. I mean, I take a lot of influences from classic rock, even though I'm a keyboard player, which, it's kind of hard to take influences from classic rock when you're a keyboard player, but there's some Fleetwood Mac and, I don't know. There's such a range of influences. I'm not even going to list them. But so when I was talking about the album cover, I was pulling some images from the album. So there's tarot cards. I know nobody can see this, but there's 3 tarot cards on the dashboard of an old car, and you can't really see what's in front of the car. But so it's
Yeah, I know how they could see it.
Yeah.
If they buy the album. Buy the album.
Would work. Yeah. So I wanted to ask that question, but let's flip flop back again. Let's go back over here and tell us where the idea for the band and everything came from. How this whole thing get started? I mean, you're doing double duty. So was this before or after?
This was after Modern Daybreak. Laura is the one who brought us all together, all 5 of us. So she'll have a better knowledge of how everyone came to be.
All right.
I mean, it's funny because I actually met you technically first.
Yeah.
And
but I was the last
to join the band.
Because he just didn't know. No.
Yeah. Well, so the project started as a bunch of demos that I put together in, my room during the pandemic. And then I had about 6 songs that I demoed and then found, old friends to play with who I used to play with before. And we slowly kind of assembled a band after the people started coming back together after the pandemic, coming back out, playing in the community. So we recorded 3 songs and then waited a while. And then that was without Justin. And then we recorded another 3 songs and added Justin to the band. And at that point, that was our like EP that we put out in March of, was that 24? 24.
Yeah, it must have been.
At that point, I felt like we were complete as a band. And so I made this goal that I was like, I've never written a full LP, of demos by myself. And it wasn't by myself. We definitely evolved a lot of the songs that we brought in. And MJ, the bass player, definitely has a few songs that he brought in that we evolved. But yeah, I mean, when did we start recording this? Like December?
Yeah, December. What, 2024, right?
24, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So less than a year after the EP. It felt very fast.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
But we put together a lot of songs, and we're proud of it, I think.
Mm-hmm. So when did you, I guess, become a musician? I mean, you're sitting in your room working on some demos, playing some keyboards and the whole, but when did that whole journey start for you?
I mean, like all of us, I took piano lessons as a kid and always kind of locked myself in my room, even as a 13 and 14-year-old, and was messing around with songs. But I think I started writing in high school. I think I was 16 when I put together my first song and started playing out like open mics. But I grew up in Nebraska, so there wasn't a lot of places to play.
You and Katy Perry.
Katy Perry's from Nebraska?
Yeah, I believe
I did not know that.
Johnny Carson.
Is from Nebraska. Yeah, and Penny from Big Bang Theory.
Oh,
That's on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
I'm learning stuff.
See, there you go. Okay. And so so you were in high school and did all this stuff in Nebraska. When did you decide to come here and do that?
I came here for grad school.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And so
were you a music major?
I started as a music major. And I did not get a degree in music. I got a degree in something like equally liberal artsy. And then
which is what?
Religion.
Oh, it's
like the study of religion and philosophy.
So I totally have a minor in theology.
Yes, amazing.
I do. This can turn into a whole other podcast right now.
Why don't you and I go grab a beer somewhere?
If I had $1 for every time I asked that question, and they said, "Well, I started off as a music major, but I decided I didn't want to be poor." No,
yeah, it's kind of that.
But I don't think I've ever heard anybody say religion and philosophy and theology, but that's interesting.
Yeah. So I started there, and then I moved here for grad school, and I did a graduate degree in social work, and so I have a day job.
Okay. Yeah. As most of us do.
As
so
most of
don't
us
feel
do.
bad about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm getting too old to be a stripper, but I got to do what I got to do.
Oh, God.
See, you said I was going to say something inappropriate. There it is. That's all your fault. Okay, great. So you guys got together and you decided, you decided, I can't sit here and play in my bedroom, right? I got to put a band together. And that's when you started putting this band together. Who was the first person that joined?
The first people that joined were Alex Karen and MJ Johnson, who I played with in a previous band that broke up, like so many bands in the pandemic. So we played in I almost said the name of the band. We played another band called Burn the Barn, that we put out an album, and then the pandemic started and we couldn't really perform it, and we eventually broke up as a band. So there was a decent amount of time where I, after that happened, was just playing around other bands. And so many of us do, right? Like Justin has, he fronts Modern Daybreak and writes and works with other people and is very good at collaboration and community, which is, I think, great. And I do that too. I play with several other bands. I play keyboards. And so I did that for a while to sort of try to get better at playing and develop skills. And then I was eventually like, I think I'm ready to start fronting a project again. And then things took off from there, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. What's the style? What kind of stuff are you guys writing?
That's a good question.
Describe your music to somebody. You've got you've got a 15-second elevator pitch.
We got influences of psych rock and kind of like classic 60s, 70s vibe to it. We got 90s element, and it's very eclectic.
Yep.
That's my word for the music, is eclectic.
Right. Right.
But it's good, like, and very lyric driven. Like, I think the lyrics are very strong. Laura writes very good lyrics.
So,
Thanks.
so you're the lyricist. Are you also? Do you also handle all the music, or is that more of a collaboration?
It kind of depends. So the way that I started the band, I used to demo the songs because I'm a keyboard player, and I can make a good MIDI mock-up of a song and bring it in and be like, here's a template. Let's play it and see how it evolves. Or like for the songs that MJ and I co-wrote, and Justin and I worked on a song on this album too. We'll just kind of like send each other parts back and forth. And one of my main, I think that the way that my brain works best is as an arranger, actually. So I have a strange like spaghetti brain where like you can give me a bunch of stuff and I can think about it and just kind of like move the parts around.
Some people call that schizophrenic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can, I'm familiar.
But I totally understand that. Because I guess I'm kind of the same way in that regard. If you bring me a song, I'm always the person that says, you know what you think should be the verse should actually be the chorus.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, I can feel that and say, no, switch, flip flop, you know, kind of thing. I totally get that.
I just figured out what kind of band they are and what their music is.
What's that?
Well, according to their website, indie rock power pop band.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are good words.
Dark themes get
Those are
paired
words.
with playful lines and reflections on inner-connectedness.
Yeah, you weren't even close. Do you know your website
Damn.
exists?
Well, when he's in charge of this website, I'm not in charge.
When he said that, I'm thinking to myself, I know I just read about it somewhere. I think on their website.
Well, that's interesting. Okay. All right. That's good. Well, I think it's time to hear something
Great.
from this album. I'm anxious. Chomping
Anxious?
at the bit. Anxious. Yeah, I want to hear some of this
Need
stuff.
some Ritalin or something?
Yeah, I just want to get through it so we can start the whole theology podcast.
Oh, okay. Then we'll be right back with a whole different podcast.
Yes, we'll transfer. What is it?
The transference from a rock and roll to a religious podcast.
to hymns.
Oh, that's something.
That's hymns is in music, not hymns the pharmaceuticals to make you think.
Yeah,
Yeah. There you go.
That's something.
All right, we're gonna pause it for a second.
See ya. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Chicago Podcast.
Chicago, my hometown.
Hey, everybody, it's Ray the Roadie.
And this is Hollywood Mike of the Rock and Roll Chicago Podcast. If you've been enjoying our weekly program, we have great news for you. Just tune in to Road to Rock Radio on Mondays at 7 p.m. Central Time, and you can hear a rebroadcast of one of our past episodes. Then again on Thursdays at 7 p.m., you can hear our most current episode brought to you by the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum on Route 66.
So go to roadtorock.org, scroll down, and click on Radio Station. That'll bring you to the Road to Rock Radio, a station committed entirely to the great music from Illinois, from Chicago blues born on Maxwell Street to today's rock and roll and everything in between. 24/7, all music with its roots in Illinois.
Rock and roll.
Your Sunday nights just got a whole lot bluesier. Get ready for the Bus Stop Blues, a show that takes you deep into the soul of the blues with classic hits, road stories, and live jam sessions. Hosted by bluesman Kevin Purcell and me, the one and only Road Bill. The Bus Stop Blues is 2 hours of non-stop blues, banter, and badassery. Check out the Bus Stop Blues podcast at thebusstopblues.com, where you can listen on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, or any other major podcast platform. Up on board the Bus Stop Blues, where the blues never stops rolling.
And we're back. For the first time tonight, we have the representation of the Transference in the studio.
2/5.
2/5. Yeah.
So this is a song called Nightlight. This will be an acoustic version. You know, the full song on the album is a really big 3-part harmony, full-on instruments kind of song, and this is going to be our stripped-down version.
the data and the pain. I wanna be your nightlight, babe. Let me be your nightlight, baby. I'm never short on longing, trapped in my mind. I'm still in the running, never first in line, in line. It's 3 a.m. again, waiting in the water. It's 3 a.m. again, baby, stay longer. It's 3 a.m. again, baby, stay longer. Tell me you want things to get better. You feel the words evaporate. It takes time to put together the data and the pain. I wanna be your nightlight, babe. Let me be your nightlight, baby. Wanna be your nightlight, baby. Let me be your nightlight, baby. It's 3 a.m. again, waiting in the water. It's 3 a.m. again, baby, stay longer. It's 3 a.m. again, baby, stay longer.
Very nice.
That was real nice.
Yeah. You know, how come whenever people write about time in a song, it's always 3 a.m.? You ever notice that?
That's because they're writing it at that time.
No, that is the witching hour. But
That's true.
but I mean, I guess 3 is just like, I don't know, poetic. You know, like
Rhymes with a lot of stuff.
it does, and just like the word 4 doesn't really, you know,
Three,
Yeah.
three like the 3 crosses on Mount
Yeah.
Calvary,
Oh, there
which
you
we'll
go.
get to later on.
Yes, we're going to get to that, much later. Yes, we are. Yes, I'm actually quite impressed that he knew that,
Yeah.
because he is a sinner. Let's just be honest. He is.
As we all are.
Yeah.
Reverend.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's what I should, I'm going to start telling people that I'm a reverend. I'm
I'm a reverend.
a reverend.
am.
Yeah.
You can go online and get that.
I've got it from Universal Life Church in Modesto, California.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
I can marry people.
I've actually done, I've married like 20 some people. I've even baptized people. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what we should start a podcast about.
Hey, yeah, because I tell you what,
The private ministry.
because let me tell you, there were some stories where, okay, so it's like I show up and the entire wedding party is dressed up. Well, I thought at first maybe it was like a Native American celebration or ceremony. But then I looked closely and all of the Native American clothing were like black leather and had chains. And I was like, wow, okay,
Whoa,
this is
cool.
crazy. All right. So what am I supposed to do here? And they were like, no, just go ahead and, just whatever you want to do. I was like, okay. It's pretty interesting. But anyways, we'll talk about that some other time.
So you wrote this?
That song I wrote.
You
Yeah. So I have a bone to pick with you.
Okay.
All right, because you mentioned a couple of times, you're like, there's not a whole heck of a lot of inspiration that you can get as a keyboard player from classic rock.
Oh.
And I got to call bullshit on that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean, I
fair.
really do. Sometimes we ask the tough questions. So then, I mean, classify yourself. I mean, keyboard players can be very broad. And in my experience, you have keyboard players that are nothing but MIDI masters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really call them keyboard players. They're like synth players, right? Kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got keyboard players that are really just like they're classic pianists, right? And then you put a keyboard in front of them that has every sound in the world except for a piano, and they're lost, right?
That's interesting.
And then you've got the church guys that are just like on that B3, just going nuts, right?
Yeah.
So what are you?
I dabble, but I think, in my heart of hearts, I love to play, keyboards are, at their heart, I think if you play piano, it's a percussion instrument. So I think the way that I
Very
think
good.
about playing is that I have a very rhythmic sense of playing. I really love Christine McVie. I love bands like Genesis. I love the clavinet. So like if you listen to the Led Zeppelin albums that have clavinet, I love that. It's like, that's a controversial thing to say because a lot of people are like, oh, the clavinet. It's a very divisive like sound to bring up, but
Almost like a glockenspiel.
Like a glockenspiel.
Which, by the way, is featured on their album.
On their album. They have a glockenspiel on their album.
That's right.
Oh, God.
absolutely.
I knew I'd find one.
Ray's going to go home and get drunk, and he's going to watch glockenspiel porn on YouTube. He found glockenspiel finally.
I'm sure that exists. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there. I said that as a joke, but I bet you anything if we looked for glockenspiel porn,
Yeah, you're probably
It's
right.
out there. It's out
yeah, it's out there somewhere. Yeah. So I'm sorry, but go on, continue.
So I think that's in my heart of hearts what I prefer is really like really good syncopated rhythms. Stevie Wonder is another big influence. I love him. And I have so much respect. I've learned how to play Hammond and organ. I've really learned that playing in different bands and different styles. I'm not a great player, but it's a lifelong learning process.
Mm-hmm.
And I like synths too. I wish that I was a guitar player. I will never be a guitar player.
No. You better
this
take
is-
that back right now.
too
No,
many
this
of
is this is my ego talking. But I love playing a keyboard. But I like if I want to be a guitar player, all I have to do is play a synth. So
Get a keytar.
I don't know. Everyone says get a keytar. I think it's because I'm 5'1" and my keyboards are heavy. But I don't know. I've never tried a keytar. It's a thought.
What do you play? Like, what's your gear?
I have a Yamaha stage keyboard. It's called a YC keyboard is their stage keyboard brand. And it's, I have of course it's partially weighted. It's very heavy.
Yeah.
It's not a full keyboard. It's 73 keys, but it's still heavy. And I refuse to play anything else.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm stuck in my ways and I don't want to change.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Yep, absolutely.
Someday you will. Someday you say,
Someday I
I'm
might.
done with this.
Yeah, I might. It's true.
Just happen to be at Sweetwater going, ooh, look at that.
But every single one of my guitars has paint coming off of. Every single one of them is because stuck in my ways. Yep. I have a guitar that I bought a month ago, but which one do I play? The one that I've had for 32 years. So I totally get that. That's good. But I just want to point out that there's no influences in classic rock music yet. We talked about Christine McVie and Led Zeppelin.
That's right.
And Stevie Wonder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We talked about the classic rock movies. I guess we just had to get that out there.
I just mean they don't get a lot of love. Maybe they do, and I'm just self-conscious about that. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because all those bands that you named also got famous for their arena shows and things like that. And
Yeah.
people didn't go to a Led Zeppelin concert to watch John Paul Jones sit down behind a piano.
Right.
So yeah, I totally get that. You were going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, you think of the powerful vocals in classic rock, and you think of the blazing guitar solos. And then, the keyboards get kind of forgotten a little bit.
Well, Alex Van Halen.
Yeah.
He played the keyboard.
Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie, not Alex. I think they both played keyboards, but
Yeah.
kind of hard for the drummer to
Yeah. You know,
They keep
I have I think every guitar player can play something on the piano. You know.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because if you can take all of the keys, let's call them keys, on the neck of a guitar and play them upside down, you know, you can, you know, sit down there and do that. I mean, I started my first instrument was an organ, and then I got tired of doing that, and and I became the guitar player. Ray saw the organ. It's a 1969 Wurlitzer. It's still in the basement of my house. Yeah, double decker thing, and the whole bit. Yeah. Yeah, so very interesting.
It's always in a basement.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever I join a band, they're like, "Come to my basement."
Yeah, that's right.
That's a theme in my life.
That's okay. Oh yeah, come down to my basement is fine.
Yeah,
but if it's just come down to my basement, that's
where we
different.
rehearse.
That's weird. Yeah,
Are you
it's-
a murderer?
Yeah.
Please tell me no.
Oh no, I ain't never been on Craigslist. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Yeah.
We have.
Have you really? Is Craigslist still a thing?
That's how I met several bands.
Gosh, wait,
Alex and MJ were. From
Yeah, they were on Craigslist.
Craigslist is still a thing.
I think it's still out there, and it still looks the same the way it did when it first came out.
I mean, I know. I mean, Craigslist. I don't know what I haven't been on Craigslist in 10 years, but 10 years ago, it looked like the very first DOS program that ever came.
Exactly.
It still does.
It's like, how do you find anything on there? I don't
Keyword
know.
searches.
Wow.
Oh.
There's no pictures or nothing to click on.
It's a
That's
little.
weird.
I don't think we need.
Somebody put some flash up there, man.
It changed a little bit.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it looks a little. It's a little more organized, but yeah, pretty much the same thing.
Oh, okay.
When you go, yeah, it's still the same thing.
Yeah. Wow.
Same thing.
People still say, "Come to my basement."
Yeah, there's a whole column
Join
here for
my band.
basement stuff.
Yeah. No, it protects the pedophiles.
I have an organ. I have an organ in my basement.
Now that's creepy. I have an
Check
organ.
it out. Come check it out.
It is pretty creepy.
Phantom
Come
of
see-
the Opera creepy.
Come into my basement. I'll show you my organ.
Oh my god!
Oh God!
Things not to say. To
I thought we were
on this
turning
show.
into a religious podcast.
Oh, no way. No.
We're
No, see, you have to understand.
straying from the path.
You have to understand. Theology and religion are two different things.
Fair.
Spirituality and religion are two different things.
That's right.
Yeah. So, anyways, so I asked you earlier if it was kind of like a concept album. I mean, and you was like, yeah, it's kind of like a concept album, yeah, a little bit. So, is there like a main theme or a main inspiration for the songs on the album?
You know, I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them all. The songs between the A side and the B side are really feel like almost different collections of songs in some ways. The B side, except for the first song, was very much inspired by some of those more classic rock, like Fleetwood Mac, Led Zeppelin. I don't know if anyone will hear that. They're more keyboard-driven songs. The first side is more 80s, maybe 90s rock,
Oh, yeah, higher energy, I would say.
higher energy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a millennial, so I like have musical ADHD, like so many of us.
Yep.
It's hard for me to focus. There's so much good music out there that's been made over the course of history.
Absolutely. But try to explain that to a Rush fan.
Yeah.
or a Beatles fan. There's been so much great music out there. It's like,
Or the Creed Nickelback debate.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So you have to do me one favor though. So the song that features a glockenspiel, can that be? Can you guys do that without the glockenspiel?
Yes, we're
You
gonna
gotta-
do it without the glockenspiel.
You got to make Ray's night. We got to hear.
Yeah.
We got to hear the glockenspiel song.
Ding. There's my glockenspiel.
So my question is, where'd the name come from?
The Transference. So like I said, I have a day job. I work as a psychotherapist. So I'm a social worker. I see clients. I do therapy. Transference is a concept that comes from psychology.
I shouldn't have said some of the things that I said.
She's been analyzing you the whole time,
Why
man.
is everyone always afraid of me?
Yeah, there's guys in white coats waiting for me when I walk out.
That's right.
I'm a benevolent therapist. I'm just kidding. Everyone's always terrified of therapists, but I'm very nice, I think. So transference is like the basic explanation of it is that, we all project our own assumptions and experiences onto, whatever's happening around us. That's not a great explanation, actually. But, the songs on this, when I write songs, I think that they're intentionally kind of collagey and a little bit obscure, at least in this particular project. Sometimes I write really personal songs, like singer-songwriter songs. This is not that. So,
Okay.
when you listen to good rock albums, I think they're really similar anyway. If you listen to, they're not necessarily very personal, like vulnerable songs, but the songs so in this one, like everything that I write, I think is very emotional. Like it's very tied to feelings, and evocative. I hope that's my goal anyway.
What's your favorite?
Oh my gosh. My favorite song?
No, on your album.
Oh,
Not through the beginning of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
we'll
so
take the pressure
hard.
off a little bit.
Today. We'll say today. Today, my favorite song is Sunsets, the one we'll do last, which doesn't have a lot. It's probably the least played song on the album, but it's also the slowest. And maybe most vulnerable for me. It's the most personal song. It's also maybe my favorite lyrics on the album. I worked really hard on those lyrics. Other songs, I was like, let's be a little bit vague.
Okay. Well, first we got to hear the Glockenspiel song.
Definitely got to hear the Glockenspiel song.
Yeah. Hit us with some Glockenspiel. You don't have to play the whole thing if you don't want to, but we got to hear it. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how many songs have Glockenspiel. Maybe
there's more?
Oh, there's more than one for sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You hear that? You got to get this album, Ray.
I do.
Here it is.
Here's the Glockenspiel song. No.
This song is called Sunsets. It's the last song on the album.
Sunsets. All right.
Painted sunsets met with silence. I live on love that's slow and quiet. But I grew best where the land sun sets, I have tried to chase in the name of love. Oh, in the name of love. In the name of love. Oh, in the name of love.
Well, I don't even want to hit the applause button on that one because
And there you have it, everybody. Glockenspiel music.
it's so sweet and gently. I didn't want to.
No, yeah.
Maybe we have to.
That'll work.
Yeah, very nice.
Cross-legged on the floor.
That was very 60s hippie trippy
Yeah.
kind of thing. That was that was very nice. That was really good.
Thanks.
I like that. Yeah.
Again, written by you.
Yeah, and that's a song I wrote. We did this, or Justin did this arrangement on the acoustic guitar, but it's all keyboards.
Yeah.
In the track. So
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
and glockenspiel,
And Glockenspiel.
full glockenspiel.
Well, I think
I'm so elated.
yeah, I think we got. I know you are. We're gonna have to talk about Glockenspiel over bourbon and stuff tonight. We're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to. I can see we're gonna have to do that to bring him down. He asks everybody, "You have a Glockenspiel?
Yep.
Can you play a Glockenspiel?"
And nobody's been able to say they do.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, very good. You're his favorite artist now.
That's right.
So, you said you do have one more. You say you wanted to do, isn't it?
Well, that was the one.
That was the one.
That was the
that
one.
was it. Oh, okay. Well, shit. I got nothing else to say. Then I don't know what else I'm gonna do. You know?
That was
So you guys got some gigs coming up?
not yet.
No.
We just played Shuba's.
Okay.
Was it last week? Feels like last
It
week.
was
Um,
September.
and yeah, September we played Shuba's. That was our big release. We released our vinyl, and I think our focus has been kind of switching to trying to get the vinyl out there and promote it. So any kind of exposure we're getting there is great. We definitely have some shows coming up. Part of the issue is that the fall gets really busy, and we had a really busy summer playing shows. So we played Homegrown, and we played.
Oh yeah.
What else did we play? We played a bunch of places, and we the last show that we played was at Shuba's.
Well, if people are looking to see where you're playing, where can they find you guys on social media?
You can find us at the Transference Band on Instagram, on Facebook. If you go to our website, which is thetransferenceband.com, you have the links to everything, that all of our social media.
You can
And
purchase the album there.
You can purchase. You can purchase the album off of Heartstop Records website. That's our label. Shout out to Tom Spira, who's amazing, and he's a great promoter of this album. You can also buy it at so many record stores. I think we're in 17 record stores in Chicago.
Nice.
Right.
If you're local in that area, or you just feel like going to support a local store, which you definitely should. We're big proponents of like being in the community and like meeting people face to face. Like live music is so important. Coming out to see, like that's our jam, is like come out to see live shows. Like if you listen to our album, you're going to hear it sounds a little bit more live and less produced than a lot of albums that come out. And that's, intentional. Like we're really big about community and the experience of being together and supporting musicians and record stores and the whole ecosystem that is local music.
Excellent.
Excellent. Most excellent.
Well, thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for coming all the way out here again for a second time. But it's good seeing you again. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed
Me too.
listening to you guys very
You
much.
guys sound great. The two of you sound great together.
Yeah,
Thanks.
absolutely. Yeah.
Alrighty.
I don't know what else there is left to say except for go buy this record.
Go buy this album.
Yeah, Yeah.
And now we'll just do a transference out of here.
Well, that's what we'll do.
Alrighty. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much.
The Rock and Roll Chicago podcast is edited by Paul Martin. Theme song courtesy of M&R Rush. The Rock and Roll Chicago podcast does not own the rights to any of the music heard on the show. The music is used to promote the guests that are featured.
Chicago.